to lose access to the river?
Well, your first requirement as the U.S. is to build a level 10 wall along the Mexican border.
Level 10 fortifications.
Yeah, Donald Trump.
California has like 25% of the world's oil.
It should be Texas, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Texas.
Yeah, Texas has 580, and California only has 350.
Who do I want to import my steel from?
Always import from your allies.
They don't need help. Why not import from the Axis, huh? What's so good about the Allies?
No, when I said allies, I meant your allies.
I know what you
allies.
mean. I'm being facetious.
I don't want fellatio, though.
You can't say words like that. Matt doesn't understand them.
Yeah, they're big. They scare me.
Is the American version of the fucking Katusha really the fucking xylophone?
Yep.
Oh, the Russians had Stalin's organ, so obviously it would be Roosevelt's xylophone. Fucking smart-ass paradox.
The point is to build, so I honestly never actually saw what the thing was. I thought it was the Calliope or something is the model.
Goliathy. And that's from the medium tanks. They get one from their motorized divisions, but it's called the fucking xylophone because Paradox is smart-ass twats.
They're twats. Why are they twats?
Because they called the American version of Stalin's organ the xylophone.
Why did they have Stalin's organs, though?
No,
They're probably still in his body at this point.
It's not a plural. It's a singular. Stalin's organ, right? Like
for his rocket.
They only took one.
Alright guys, ready, we're unpausing.
Alright.
I'm still organizing.
This is my first time as Hungary. Who should I worry about first?
Russia.
Hungry, bro. Just chill.
I'll give you Slovakia, okay?
Yeah, thank you. Thanks.
Yeah, so Sid, just go down that tree till you get to preemptive intervention, and what you're gonna do, you're gonna actually, I'll try to teach you how to do a naval invasion. You're gonna want to stick your units in Puerto Rico. Have a fleet patrol in the Caribbean, which will give you naval supremacy. And then before you declare war, you're going to select your army, like you'll create an army with like a general. And then on the far left, it says naval invasion order. So you're going to take your army in Puerto Rico. You're going to click the province, then you're going to right click, not on the port, but like next to the port. I forget where there's one. Oh no, you can actually right-click right on it. It's in the province of Miranda. It's like that. You see where that anchor is, like that on the right over there.
I didn't catch any of that. Sorry.
In Miranda, you see where there's a port, not in like the capital, but like to the right of Caracas. See that?
Okay.
It's like
okay, but why am I trolling with a fleet to get naval supremacy? What does that give me?
You need naval supremacy to do an amphibious invasion. Otherwise, it doesn't let you do it.
Could I have my fleets doing stuff now?
It's not really. I mean, you can, but like it doesn't use up resources, which is nice. But it's not.
No,
really,
what I mean is that I know nothing. I know nothing, Manchester, about this game. Should I be doing stuff?
You'll be fine, Sid. You'll be build only military factories. Go for that Venezuela trick, because and save up all your. You're gonna get like no political power points, Sid, because you're playing America. Save up all of your political power points because you're going to use them later to change your industry policy. Right now, you have super penalties as the U.S. You have like super heavy civilian stuff. You have like this penalty, which is for like the Great Depression. We're going to get you out of all that, but it's going to take a while. And then I'm gonna go for heavy air against Wazz.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna need you. You ultimately are gonna be like the cavalry. You are gonna need we will need the land army from you to beat Wazz in Europe.
So, do you think at this point we should split our channels? Since you're talking about strategy right with us.
So if allies want to stay up here, and by that I include the Comintern, and if you guys access move down, that sounds fine.
Can you move me? I'm doing stuff.
User left your channel.
And then,
Who's the Axis now?
Left your channel.
It's going to be Wazz, Met, who's Italy, Auqia.
User was moved out of your channel. User was moved out of your channel.
And then this is fine, because I'll be able to give you like a tutorial on how to do stuff as well.
What Freddy told me to do was to disband all of my air wings and put them into reserve.
Yeah, you can do that, it's fine.
I wanted to eat up Spain and Portugal, but I think the Axis will try and alpha strike me.
Sorry, so who is this?
Oh, I'm France, sorry.
Oh yeah, well that's actually, we're doing like relatively historical type rules. Actually I forgot we had a France, this will actually change things up.
I can go Axis if you want.
No, so we're gonna do it like historical, or like the template is historical.
Should I actually be, like, because I have an ace, should I be using him to do like air patrols or something to get his experience up?
No, he doesn't get experience unless he's doing like combat.
Should I be patrolling the fleets to get their experience up or something?
They don't get experience from that either. If you have like a land army, like, you know how to create an army, right? You just click one.
Yep.
You click a unit and then click at like the plus sign at the bottom.
Should I make an army now?
Yep. And then you can select that army, and then at the top right it says like train. No, it doesn't say. It says exercise. That it'll expend material, right? So every month you make material, or like out of your factories that supply your units with. It'll expend that, but your army will slowly gain experience, and you'll gain army experience, which lets you modify your divisions with. But there's no way to get that other than national focuses for your air and naval. It's only combat. And then experience is way more useful for the land units, because you have to mess with the division template. For air,
Okay,
air and air, you can only make different like makes of the same unit. Otherwise, it's just not.
So I've put all my guys, I've put all my divisions into one army under Eisenhower, and I'm now going to put them all on exercise, right?
No, you don't have to do that.
It doesn't help if they're at normal. It helps if you release them early from training.
To give you like a concept, relatively speaking, you have like, do you have like 10 or 12 factories right now, like mill factories?
I have 10 military factories.
So that's relatively low. Like you might, I don't have tons. Yeah, I have like 14. But like we're the same, but you're like your potential for like industrial capacity is way crazier or better than mine is. And then Wazz, for example, he's got like 40, I think, as Germany at the start. So you want to use that. Build small arms. That's what I would recommend you prioritize. Build some support, support equipment. What else do you need? Build some artillery, because ultimately you are the one who we're gonna need to like win the game for us, basically, as the allies.
Right.
Later on, you're gonna go for, I think it's, see, I can't look at your tech tree, but it's like, I think you're 39 medium armor. If you go under armor tab, I think that's the Sherman. Ultimately, you're gonna try to want to make like an armored division and use that with some like mobilized or with some mechanized, and that's what you're going to use to push like in Africa and Italy and stuff with.
Okay, but this army I've just made, should I be exercising with it?
No, because you don't have the logistics, and it doesn't make that big of a difference.
Okay.
And we're going to start, like, when we invade like the Axis, we're going to start with easy shit. Like, we're going to be fighting in Africa and stuff. Like, it'll be a laugh, and then we'll get to, like, we'll fight Germany later.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'm going to be super concerned about Auqia, so I will send.
I don't know. I wouldn't worry too much. I don't. See that, and this is I don't. Because the thing with the UK, right? It's like I even played at like the best ability level the UK can be played at. I'm at best a nuisance. So having Wazz, like, and I don't like these guys we picked up on like the Reddit forum and stuff. Like they may be all very good at the game. I have
listen, I've got the Monroe Doctrine. What now?
Just keep, because you have to get the the next 4 below that.
Pax Americana is what I need.
I could start a war with Germany right now. They just took the Rhineland.
We're doing historical, so just chill for now.
I'll issue a diplomatic solution.
Okay, I didn't have time to look at the focuses, so I've gone with neighbors, which gives me I get US influence with Mexico and Canada, I guess.
Yeah, that's fine. So you're gonna get that. Like there's like 3 other ones: South America, Central America, Caribbean Sphere. Then you're gonna pick up Pax Americana.
And then preemptive intervention.
You can skip Black Chamber Operation. You don't need that, but go for preemptive intervention.
I do like it how the Americans can actually they can go down like a pro-Comintern, anti-British Empire tree and
Yeah, you can go a lot more not historical than the previous game.
I mean, when I invade Venezuela, do you think I'm going to be making them a puppet, or should I actually
Yeah, you want to puppet it, and that'll turn it into a democracy.
Okay. Oh, I just started researching mechanical computing, but no, that's not ahead of time.
That's a really early civil war.
No, that's on time, Sid. That's fine. It takes that just takes a long time, and then that's a good one to pick up earlier because it reduces your research time.
Oh, Republican Spain has military access to Iran, obviously. Their sneak attack through, the Caspian Sea. kind of wish we had a China, but I mean, because the AI is just completely pointless, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm probably gonna be really defensive on Far East.
Can anybody send volunteers to Republican Spain?
I already did.
The Soviet player can.
Hey, Ferdows, you are Quebecois?
Yes.
Ho 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 ho.
Yeah, they are. There's 2 German tanks just cleaning up. Looks like they're going to Barcelona.
Yeah, if the Russian player sends armor, which I don't know if he did, you can generally outnumber the Axis there, or at least like equalize what he's put there.
I send Mountain Division because there are a lot more hills than mountain there. I think they outnumber me because I think both can send like 3 or 4. I can only send 5.
Italy can send 2, Germany can send 3.
Okay then.
And then Italy, yeah, he can only send units just now because he's taking down Thingy.
I'd say that's going to be a quick war.
I want to be taking concentrated industry, right?
Yeah, that's a better choice.
If my industry is getting bombed, I'm in trouble anyway.
It's not going to happen because you're the US. Even if it is getting bombed, it's not really worth it, to be honest.
Oh, I can modify my government.
So the first thing you want to do, actually, the first thing you're going to do is want to wait. You're going to wait until you get to that Venezuela thing, and you're at war with Venezuela, and you're going to change up your civilian economy to, I believe, war economy.
I don't even have a civilian economy. I have a special.
No, you can't do that as the United States. You have to wait for tension to rise, and then certain focuses will unlock.
He can do it if he does the Venezuela route.
Really?
Yeah,
if you attack Venezuela, that allows you to do that? That's a
I can
major
go to
exploit.
a war economy.
How is that an exploit? You're using the game mechanics. It's literally a
Well, it's not supposed. You're not supposed to do that because that's. I mean, that's insane. You can do that fairly early. Like having the United States on a war footing at like 38 is ridiculous.
It's not a war footing because it's stuck with the fucking depression until like 1940.
Yeah, but it's like from 30 for the civilian economy down to 15% factories. So that's a significant gain.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm telling Sid to do it.
The Nationalists lost their capital to the Republicans, and now they had to move it to Burgos.
It doesn't mean anything because their VPs aren't worth anything. You have to literally take like every city in Spain.
You need to kill their division to win. That's the only way.
Is there a stacking penalty on navies?
Nope, you just want to doomstack.
Nice. Well, no, that's not nice, but you know what I mean. I see they've actually managed to get a better map this time. So Hawaii is on the right latitude, and Stalingrad isn't.
Yeah. That was always such a weird. Like Hawaii is like, it's like west of Mexico. Because like when I was a kid, like the way they like taught it to you, like you would think it was like due west of California, but it's not.
Yeah, it's almost Polynesia. They ate James Cook.
So who's our French player?
Ex James X.
What do you want to try to do? Like extend the Maginot and like do like forts on the border with Italy and stuff as well.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and that'll probably let you hold out. I think. Well,
I've only got 6 military factories to begin with.
Yes.
It's horrible.
It's terrible.
So I was trying to boost them.
See, I haven't played. I've played like one game as France, the single player. And when I did like the extended Maginot, I was fine. But you may want to like go for like the communist. I don't know if it's what focuses you picked at this point already, but you may want to like go for the communist takeover. Might be worth it because it lets you get out of some of those disastrous fucking things you start off with. I mean, keep my
I stayed democratic because I thought we were doing historic, so I got 90 days of nothing.
All right, that's fine. Because there's also a way to go to get out of it as democratic as well. So we can do that too. What is it? Strengthen the government. The stuff that removes your penalties, and I've got like the Great War victor penalty as well, which I have to get rid of.
Yeah.
And then keep in mind, like Italy is pretty like backward as well. So.
Do you want to know something interesting?
Go on.
I've spent the last 3 months trying to move fleets, and I can't figure out how to do it.
So what's confusing you about it?
I'm trying to select all of my fleets from the Navy screen by shift clicking.
You can only do it on it. Yeah, I know. It's very unintuitive. You're not wrong. It is. So just doomstack everything like one play.
Wait, you can move more than one navy at a time, but you have to like watch out for the like multiple select the navies in that screen.
How do you do it? That's news to me.
Shift click it.
Really? No way. Let me try this.
The problem is like a lot of these ships don't have reach to go like from the east coast through the Panama Canal to the west coast. Especially the destroyers won't be able to reach that, so they won't accept the order. And the Asiatic fleet can't move all the way to California.
It does. Okay, so your initial clicks, it has to be with shift. Holy, I just learned something new.
Yeah, I figured it out now.
Amazing.
I realised what I was doing wrong.
I no longer feel the effects of my strike. I can see the Soviet Union up in the mountains on my border.
Can you control those volunteers?
Yes.
Nice.
You control your own volunteer, but if you send like expert force, that's the target country that will control them.
If you can crush those guys in Catalonia, then that's it.
Yeah, it was a stalemate against the German, but now they send the Japanese too. Now I'm fearing that they're gonna cut me off. Yeah, I'm in trouble now.
Okay, I got about 7 land ports along Belgium and Italian border. Win or lose, Spain's gonna be... They're gonna be screwed for 3 years.
Should I be training some divisions?
You're not really going to be able to for a while. You're also not going to have the manpower. That's why I do it, because it's limited by your policies and such. That's why that Venezuela thing is so important. So just focus, like, you only have 10 factories as well, which is very meager. So that's, you just stockpile all the stuff you have. And then just focus on creating like a large quantity of like infantry divisions.
I don't know anything about making divisions in this game either.
So it doesn't, for now you don't have to worry about it because you're not going to have any army experience. You need army experience. What's up?
I mean, I don't get it. You got divisions going to the brigades to the right and then brigades down. Like, what does it mean when I add brigades laterally and then brigades
It
vertically?
makes no difference whatsoever. So a division is made out of brigades. Actually, it's like a tech.
It's battalion.
Battalion, thank you. That's what they're actually called. All the ones like you see how like they're those different rows and stuff. Like those are the actual like fighting units. It doesn't matter where those are located. That's not like their positioning on the battlefield. Don't even worry about that. They are broken. Like when you add them, like it's like some are in like the infantry category, some are like armor category. Like so it costs like more experience. But otherwise, don't even worry about that. The only difference is you have those units and you have like your support units, which is that far left column.
Right.
So I'll just quickly give you like a rundown of like some basic like divisions you could create. One is you could do like a standard infantry would be infantry brigades. I think is it 9? I think 9. No, 10 infantry, right? In like those regular size boxes. That gives you a width of 20. So this would be straight up, like this is supplied almost entirely by small arms, and then just stick on for support like an artillery and engineers. Like that would be like your most fundamental infantry unit. That's like your meat of your army. And that's the way, like you can spice that up. And like an alternative would be, I think it's like 2 infantry. No, I think it's like 3 infantry, 4 artillery. Would be like an artillery brigade, and I think that adds up to 20. So that's like another choice, and that's if you're doing artillery.
The common infantry version for 20 width is 7-2, so 7 infantry, 2 artillery.
Yeah, that
You don't have to do. Well, I'm just giving Sid like the basic. You can also.
Yeah, I'm saying that's like the most common. That's the most common 20 width infantry unit is 7-2.
Suggested, which is you have that, and then you have a separate unit for artillery.
Yeah,
But
but
what
it's
Freddy
more
said-
complicated to manage on the battlefield.
But what Freddy said is also true. You can also do it that way. You
Like
to-
with
you
the
have to manage your
7-2.
production, and then make sure you're producing the artillery that you need to supply those as well.
With the 7-2, what you can do is you can have 7 infantry, 2 artillery, which will bring you up to 20 width. If you have an offensive field marshal, that's minus 10%, so you can bring in 2 more AT brigades if you're fighting Germany, for example.
I'm trying
That'll
not
be
to
22.
overwhelm. I'm trying not to overwhelm Sid right now. Actually,
Just tell me what to do. I don't need to know the theory.
That's also why I didn't give the artillery, because I'm trying to give him just like the most basic stuff. When you design the divisions, you generally want to do them as a width of 10 or 20, because the combat width is like it's 80 in a battle, so like you can have like a total width of 80 like of all your different divisions. Anything beyond that goes into reserve. If you attack from multiple sides, each side increases the width by another 40. For armor units, you want to combine, like you could have a width 10 unit could be like your armor unit, and that would be fine. And it could be like 3 armor, and then like 2 motorized, for example, could be your armor unit, and that's how you do. That's what you do breakthroughs with. And then I don't know if you've been going for land doctrine. I don't want to like give you something too complex. I don't know what doctrine the U.S. starts with.
Firepower.
Fire, like that's fine, because that's a good one. You can do artillery and stuff. You can also,
superior firepower. You want to make a lot of artillery.
Yeah, so you could go for like an artillery, like that artillery unit I suggested earlier, as your offensive unit. But another cool one is to kind of emulate the Germans and like go for the motorized or mobilized warfare doctrine, whatever it's called, and then use Patton and like the German player is going to use Guderian and Manstein and use like those armored divisions like I mentioned earlier. You can do the same thing, and like because you're going to join the war later, yours will probably be better. And just stick like 3 medium armors on there. Like you can do the Shermans from 39 and like stick to mechanized, because you're not gonna be like, you'll be joining the war by the time you hit mechanized. You can use those instead of motorized, or he's gonna have the inferior one. I don't know if that would be too complex for you, Sid, but that might even be more powerful than the like firepower one that you start off.
Okay, when I invade Venezuela,
Yep.
Do I need to have transports
Nope.
or anything?
Nope.
You
just need the amphibious invasion thing, and then honestly, so the more units. Okay, here's one thing. So the default naval invasion, you can only do 10 units. So when you go to do that, make sure you don't try to do it with more than 10 units selected when you put that order in. Otherwise, it's not going to work. If you like click on technology and then go to
So
Yep.
the process is get my fleet, right-click off the coast of Venezuela,
Yep.
and then
it can be patrol or I think search and destroy. Both work for quote unquote naval dominance, and then that'll enable the amphibious invasion. I'm just gonna tell you this now because it's important. If you click on technology and then click on the naval tab and scroll to the bottom, you see where it says transports. See what I'm talking
naval
about?
transports, yes.
So that shows like the first one you just get. Like that's your starting amphibious capacity. It's 10 units. The next one gives you 40, and then the next one after that gives you 100. Generally, honestly, like if you can naval invade a port with 1 unit, just do that. Because that it takes 3 days to do a naval invasion with 1 unit. Like that's all the prep time it requires. So if you can just walk into a port that's undefended, just take the port. And then once you have a port, you can just instantly transport your army over without any wait time.
Drop a single division on Miranda, and then just send the entire army in.
Right. That's as close to that as possible is the ideal. And so for example, because we're doing this quasi-historical, like we'll see what happens. But like if Wazz and Met like take Africa and stuff, chances are very high. Like I'm gonna have a fucking port in Africa somewhere. There, like even if I completely like lose in Africa, which I don't think I will. Like when you enter the war, you're just gonna move all your units into one of those ports. You don't have to even do a naval invasion until we invade Italy or something.
Okay. I'm very close to getting the invasion of Venezuela national focus.
Nice.
I'm about 4 months away. Well, 70 days, 2 months each way. Yeah, 4 months. How do I create an air group on an aircraft carrier?
You need to assign planes to it. You have to, if you go under research and then look at air. So look, for example, like at your fighter, and you see how on the top right.
Should I have the Democrats be elected or the Republicans?
I believe optimal. You re-elect FDR first time. Second time, you go for the Republican. I think that's optimal, but I've only played US.
Done it.
Wait, there's a focus that's locked to having. I'm not sure if it's FDR or the Democrats in power that only like is available after the war, so after you make the second choice. I want to look into that before you.
Yeah, let's have a look. Do you know what it is? Is it Manifest Destiny?
No, it's on the far left side, the ones below the war bonds. Like one of those, I forget which it is, like 3 ranks down.
Manifest Destiny.
Check myself.
Alright, so yeah, I guess you should stick with FDR then, because that. Let me see.
Because the 6 research slot unlocks from there.
That'll give you the extra research slot, and you sacrifice from some.
Is the second choice is that like between FDR and a Republican, or is that between FDR and a different Democrat? Because I thought the second choice was about the term limit, right? Not whether it's Democrat or Republican, if I remember correctly.
It's either re-elect, which is historically what happened, or this a Republican. And then if you go with FDR again, I know you lose unity.
No, what I'm saying is that if I remember correctly, if I remember correctly, the second choice is about FDR's third term, right?
Yes.
Because he accepts a third term. So I think the choice is not between Democrat and Republican. I think the choice is between FDR Democrat and a different Democrat.
No, it's a Republican. And then FDR was the candidate, so.
Would it be historical for me to start a nuclear effort?
By the time, no, that's totally fine. Absolutely. I think like what Wazz isn't here, but I think the plan is just as historical as possible up to 41 after not 41. What am I trying to say? 39. When Danzig happens, after that it's going to be a lot. Just do what you want.
Alright, because I'm about to build nukes.
Oh, you're about to?
Well, I could in 70 days start my nuclear tree at 50% speed.
Don't.
Which means by like 42 I could take out whole cities.
Waste your tech on that. Do that when it's time at proposal.
Okay.
It's really not that effective, to be honest. You need the air superiority, and they don't do that much damage, to be honest.
Yeah.
I started building towed anti-tank guns. Is that a stupid idea?
It's a good
you probably
idea
don't need it
against...
yourself that much, but your allies might be able to make it. Like the Russians would probably like it, but they might be building it themselves.
Yeah, but by the time the Germany gonna attack you, they won't have that many tanks, to be honest. Mainly light tanks and few medium.
Against the Russians?
No, against France.
Oh, okay.
For me, I need them because they're gonna have really big tank, but
Yeah, you may want to go. I don't know. See, it's so hard as France because your industrial production is so limited. Maybe worth it going for like anti-tank tech or something, making a unit that'll utilize that.
How do I build an air unit on a carrier again?
Okay.
Oh yeah, so go into research. I was trying to tell you that I got
Research.
and then hit air, and you see how on the top right it's got like a
No,
variant?
I had air units on the carriers, but then I disbanded them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let me figure out. I'm trying to get a click on
You can either select the fleet or you
yeah, it's the same thing that when you put a new air wing in the airbase.
One person. This is an emergency. I'm about to go to war.
Yeah, you can either select the fleet specifically and then just select the carrier that's in the fleet and do it from there. Or you can do...
But how? I can see air wings on the side, but there's nothing to create an air unit.
I don't have a ship right now that has that ability. You have... Like, if you just select the fleet and click on the carrier, then you should be able to do that.
There's nothing to do it with.
You want to.
Well, then you can
so put the
press L.
Put the fleet in port.
Yes, done it.
And then once it's in port, you see there's like, you have to zoom in a bit, and there's like a black plane thing. Click
Yes.
On that.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah, so go into like war economy, whatever the hell it is. That's your #1 priority. What else do you want to do? And then your military, you're gonna want to increase your conscription. And I think that's kind of it. Everything else, I'll be honest with you, is kind of just like fluff.
Well, the construction speed for military factory is gonna be important. If you want a lot more military factory by the time we start the war.
Well, that's why I'm telling you. And then don't mess with your trade loss, Sid, because you need to keep that where it is. So, like, we can trade with you and get the stuff we need. And then when we trade with you, you're gonna get our civ factories, which lets you like build stuff, and you'll be able to build more factories with those. So you're like straight up just building mill factories right now, correct?
Yes.
Good.
Alright guys, I'm gonna take off.
Easy.
See ya.
User disconnected from your channel.
Wasn't Freddy playing someone in this game?
No. And then a couple handy hotkeys, Sid. If you have like an army selected, you hit S, that'll select half the units, which is very useful. If you hit B, that'll turn on strat redeploy. So like you use like the rail networks, which is like you will move a unit from one province to like the other side of the country in like a few hours instead of like several days with that. And then
What's the disadvantage?
you lose all your org during the process. So you have to like you want to move them to like a unit like right beside where the battle is happening, so they can recover and then get into the fight. And then you have to hit B, or you hit like the railroad button, and then you right click on the province you want to do. Otherwise, it doesn't work. Like you can't click it for like a normal move and then hit B. You have to hit B and then move.
You have to hold B down.
Or you just hit B and then it toggles it on. Then you right click. And then this is what I'll tell you what I do, and what works for me. So like I like to make all my units into one army, and then because it depends on your situation, right? Like there's some, like if you're invading Russia, you want to definitely use the AI like fighting mode, like create a front using the AI system and like create an offensive line. And like use the AI attack option. But there are a lot of situations where you're better off controlling every unit manually, which is what I like to do. So like I like to combine all my units under a field marshal. So like for you, I think
I've already done that.
Eisenhower is your best one, and then just combine everyone under Eisenhower. And then what I'll do, like in your case, like let's say you went for that mobile warfare idea I said earlier, and like you would take all your armored units, and instead of putting them under Eisenhower, so like field marshals have no limit on units, so you can put like 300, 600 units under him, but then your generals have a limit of 24. So you could take all your armored divisions I was talking about and like put them under like Patton. Like Patton's a great general for you. He's like equivalent to like a Guderian or something, and then control manually and use those to like attack and stuff. And basically, because armor is like this high breakthrough value, you'd use that to like break through, like for example, Met, like his unit, because he's Italy, not to be whatever, but Italy's not a very strong country, unfortunately. You would use your armor to like break through, and you can do encirclements and like overruns with those armored units under pass. And then that gets even better with like the mobile warfare doctrine tree if you research that. So if you want to go, like I actually am going to recommend it if you want to try that this game and like go for those, like do you remember the division template for armor that I was suggesting, like 3 armor, like two either motorized or mechanized, and then for your support
3 armor, 2 motorized.
Yeah, so that gives you a width of 10, and then for your support, like is lower priority, but you want to have engineers, support artillery, and then recon is also pretty good because that increases your speed by 10%. But the recon isn't essential like this. Support artillery and engineers. That's your baseline to want to try to go for. And then because the width is only 10, you're not like it doesn't like overwhelm you. Like you can create a lot of those and then just stack them and it's fine.
China will be finished in 2 months.
No, it'll take a bit longer than that, but it'll fall pretty soon, most likely. So when you trade, you want to try to trade, by the way. Like for you, you said the only thing you're missing, I think, is like chromium. That's the single resource you don't have.
It's okay, I can just do Operation Chrome Dome.
You want to try to trade with like the people in your alliance or in your future alliance block, because it gives civ factories to whoever you trade with. So for example, like right now I'm trading with you, and like I'll probably also trade with Russia and like France, so they get the benefit of my civ factories.
Can I stage a coup in Bangkok?
To what end?
To use my Indo-China divisions, make it a bit bigger in Asia.
I mean, the coups aren't really very effective, I'll be honest with you. Like, I've messed with it a little bit.
Yeah, true that.
Who's speaking? Is this France?
Yep.
Yeah, see, like, for example, in your case, because you're a democracy, and keep in mind, I'm a fucking democracy as well, and as well as Sid, we have so little political power that frittering it away, like, on influence and, like, coups and stuff, is just a complete and utter waste. Actually, the one thing that is not a waste, and I'm going to do it right now, I'm going to guarantee Poland's independence.
Oh, yeah.
But otherwise, you want to keep that because you need to get those reforms for your government out. Prioritize those. Like later in the game, you can mess with that; it's totally fine. But for now, it's so hard to get compared to what the Germans, like the Russians, get for political stuff.
Yeah, even using it in Hungary, you can take North Transylvania off Romania pretty good. It weakens Romania up. That's using the fascists.
I mean, I've got 600 political power. Can I take a research and production designer now?
What's up?
I have 600 political power. Is that enough to spend on research and production?
Yeah, so like after you've got your... So have you done the Venezuela thing yet?
No.
So once you do Venezuela, you're going to want to just... These are just your priorities. You want to change your mobilization. I think to war economy, you're probably going to want to change or save some points for your recruitable population, your conscription law. The other stuff, just pick what you want. It's totally fine.
Okay. Oh, I need more than 50% world tension to replace undisturbed isolation, Manchester.
Yep.
Ah, I'm gonna need to wait then. Okay. Well, then, I mean, I may as well take some advisors then, if I'm gonna have to wait for world tension.
Oh no, wait.
To change from undisturbed isolation, I need more than 50% world tension.
Or at war, right? Hang on. I can't. I have to look at.
Oh yeah, no, at war. Yes, no, you're correct.
Yes, because that's the point of the Venezuela thing.
Hey, UK, how many divisions do you have in Egypt or North Africa?
I have a lot, because I'm planning to beat Italy there. I have 8 units in England, which I'm going to send to you. And then in Egypt, I have, let me just do some math, like 39, so the rest of my army is in Africa to stomp down Italy.
Okay, I got 10 in French Algeria, 10 divisions.
So if you want to move those to France, like you could just garrison your ports, for example, and then try to like delegate to me. Because if, like, for example, if you have that ungarrisoned, like just your ports garrisoned, and like Italy goes to attack you, he's not gonna have the resources, so that'll open him up, and I'll be able to take Libya and Ethiopia, and then once I get those, I'll be able to transition a ton of stuff to support you.
Okay.
So just garrison your ports, and then everything else move it to France, because you need as much in France as possible, and making units is so hard for the democracies until the war starts.
Yep, I got 16 in Africa that I can do. I'll leave 4 here.
The ports in the province are the most important, to be honest. Those are the one that if they take them, you're kind of screwed.
The humanity. What provinces did you say?
The port in Pence, the province called Provence.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because I always use that when I fight the AI. You just don't fight in the hills.
I mean, we'll have to see. Like, keep in mind, because here's the things Wazz can do. Like, obviously you can't go through Maginot. So the first thing, like, I'd expect him to try to do, he can go through Belgium and attack James in northern France through Belgium. But James is going to have, I guess, forts, like level 4 forts there at Garrison, so that'll obstruct him there. So the next thing, Italy can try to attack through Savoy. If James has like some modest forts there, that can hopefully hold. And then Wazz, the final thing he can try to declare on Switzerland, and then also go through Switzerland is another sneaky thing he can do. So we'll
sorry. How do I tell my navy to patrol off Venezuela? They won't move there.
Just click your navy, right? And
yes.
You see on the top left is like stuff they can do, like patrol and stuff.
Yes.
Do that, like click patrol or whatever, and then right click on that Caribbean Sea Zone.
User joined your channel.
How come US could declare war on Venezuela?
And then just do that and you're good.
Manchester.
What's
How
up, bud?
come US can declare war on Venezuela?
Because he can, brother.
Thought there was a rule against that.
Is there?
Wasn't there a rule no wars for 1939 or for
No.
war?
Anyway, oh well.
Okay, so there's no rule about engaging or whatever?
I don't know. Ask Wazz. Says we've divided the.
Wait, ask who? Ask who?
User left your channel.
Okay, Manchester, how do I have a unit elected, but I can't tell him to move to Venezuela.
Okay, so is he in Puerto Rico is the first question.
Yes, he's in Puerto Rico.
And you have just one unit, right?
Yes, just one division.
So so on the far left is like an anchor, right? So click on the anchor, like left click on the anchor, then left click on Puerto Rico, then right click on
where's
that.
the anchor?
Do you see it under battle plans?
Yes.
And then right click is like the port, and then it takes 3 days. So if you can do this before you declare war.
This is not a valid province for the invasion, even though there's a naval base there.
So you have probably got more than 10 units trying to do an invasion right now. Okay, so
I only have one unit selected.
So you've got your ships. You've got your ships in the port, right?
I've got my ships patrolling off the coast of Venezuela.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Alright, how about this? Let's try this. Okay, so take that one unit.
Yes.
Create a new army. Right, so separate the one guy out. It's alright, you just merge them back. It's fine. It's fine, Sid. It's totally fine. And just try to do the exact same thing again and see if it works. And then when you mouse over it, it should say, like, it'll take... If it's just one guy, it takes like 3 days, I think. It'll say, he'll be ready like 0 of 3 days or something. And then just hit the green arrow.
I still can't do it. I have a new army, one unit in Puerto Rico. I have naval invasion order selected.
What about the bordering province? Can you do that? Okay, so do you know how to do like the delete order? See on the far right click on that and then hit OK. And then try it again with that one unit for that army. Click the anchor.
Do I need to actually create a front line somewhere or something?
No. Click the anchor. Click Puerto Rico, right click a province, and then hit execute and it should work. So is your navy? Are you sure your navy's patrolling it? I mean, that's the only thing, brother.
Okay, so I have one division in an army. I click naval invasion order.
Yep.
Click on one of the highlighted provinces.
Is he in the highlighted province?
Yeah, he's in Puerto Rico.
Okay, so as you click Puerto Rico, that's good. All right, you're good so far. Next part.
Okay.
And then click on the target, and then hit the green arrow, and you should. It takes 3 days.
I have the anchor selected.
Yeah. Now wait. Let me just pause for a minute here. Me and Wazz, when we were playing this game...
Okay, I've done it. I figured it out, because it's fucking... Yes.
When we were playing this game 2 weeks ago, we literally spent like 2 hours trying to... And I just saved you, keep in mind, I just saved you from the 10. There's no tooltip. There's just like a generic like error tooltip. If you try to do more than 10 units, it's absolutely unhelpful. We struggled for like hours trying to figure out naval invasions. I just saved you from immense pain. So it says like it says 0 days,
And you
right?
you can queue that up before you declare war, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So I could have had that queued up, and well, I could be in Caracas by now.
Yes.
Nice.
Then the AI, they usually like leave a province. They leave shit unoccupied, so. But there may also be more shit there, so your unit might die and you have to drag in with more units, but so it's a learning experience. It's fine.
I got my fleet set to troll. I mean, is that the optimal? Maybe search and destroy.
So each one changes up. It depends. Like so when you do a naval order, your ships in the fleet they split up, and like it's.
Alright, so patrol is like wide formation, search and destroy is like you're concentrating and destroying what you find. Okay.
It just varies. Like you may not ever encounter the enemy fleet on some modes, and then it also varies the amount of ships that will be there when you do engage the enemy fleet.
Okay. Holy shit, though, they made it really difficult to actually fucking do anything.
Hey, should I go defensive focus or aggressive focus?
Oh, and this is great. I need to click another button to activate the naval invasion. Okay. Oh my god.
No, you want defensive because that'll let you do the forts in Maginot.
Yep.
Oh wait, he moved 2 divisions there.
That's fine. It's fine.
How do I retreat from a battle?
And France,
So if you're in enemy territory, Sid, do not retreat because you will die. So don't do that. Do not retreat.
Okay.
You will be overrun and you will die. So don't do that.
Okay, so that division is now dead, basically.
Alright, try again. Try with 10. And you're gonna have to wait. It's gonna take like a month, and then you'll be able to do it and take the port.
it's more like 2 months with them.
Just whatever. You guys probably right. Against the player, the 1 unit thing tends to work though. Because they don't garrison their forts very well.
Hey friends, when the war gonna start, watch out for Luxembourg because they can't go through Maginot. They can't really go through Belgium either because the AI will defend one province, but Luxembourg they can just wipe. They don't have any unit, so they can just come right through you.
Okay. Should I?
So it's
take
really
them first or just stack behind it?
I have infantry there just to defend.
Alright.
If you have like some anti-tank, like if you don't want to put anti-tank in all your infantry, but just on some elite kind of infantry, put them there because that's where they're gonna mostly come with a tank. The other place is through Netherlands, then through Belgium. Because the AI will defend Belgium really well because it's only one provinces that they need to defend.
Alright. I've got 171 political power, but I'm not sure what to spend it on.
It's good to get a military theorist, because that also gives you a bit of like a trickle of experience during peacetime, and getting those doctrines checked out is really good.
Yeah, the doctrine, land doctrine, is like one of the most important thing to max out or go as much as you can in.
I've got Grand Battle Plan.
It's okay, but
Extra research trees, so I'll stack them.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of that one. Like, if you use the AI control a lot, which is debatable whether you want to do as France because you have so few units.
Grand Battle Plan is like entrenchment and battle plan. Like you have a max planning bonus very high.
It actually, and here, okay, here's the thing, France. Because I think Grand Battle Plan gives you like the highest possible entrenchment, like bonus that you can possibly get. So you sticking with that is probably a good plan. Makes like be very like prescient of like the AI when it like fiddles with your front lines. Because if it leaves like a land open where you have a province open where you have like a fort, that's not going to be a good time. But that combined with like I don't know, I forget what generals France gets, but I think you get some generals that have really freaking good entrenchment bonuses, and you can just stack entrenchment.
Yeah,
and get it.
I'm waiting for defensive focus so I can get the best defensive chief of army.
I think that if you take Grand Battle Plan, you're gonna have to just leave Bruxelles or leave at least Netherlands fall, like because you don't plan very fast with Grand Battle Plan, but you have a max entrenchment very good and a good planning. So when the war start, you need to rush to one defense line in Belgium and stick with it. So if you can defend on the border of Netherlands, it's good, or just leave Belgium fall and keep your unit at the French border. What you don't want to do is like move your stuff right before the battle, because then you're gonna lose your entrenchment, which is like your main main advantage there.
Do you think they'll go for it? I'll send them to the front line when Warsaw falls. If they go for Poland first. How many land forts should I put down? Because I've had 47 civilian factories.
I think we agreed. I mean, I don't know where Wazz isn't here, but I think we agreed on like a level 4 land fort. So let's limit to that. But that's still a pretty good defensive bonus, and then there's also good in that as well because it lets you produce more land units instead of just going up to level 10 forts.
Okay.
And then if shit gets real and you like collapse, just like you'll be fine. You'll be alive in like Africa and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And then there's a focus that gives you industry in Algeria, and then I'll be there with you. So.
I got defensive focus now.
Nice.
What does reliability do for a unit?
They break less.
Yeah. So every time you use a unit during wartime, there's a chance that it can like fail or like have an accident. That applies to like planes and any mechanical unit. So reliability is really a handy thing.
You're gonna need to produce less to replace your stuff, basically.
Oh, there we go. Fucking Nanjing's gone already. Holy shit, look at him go. You see, it didn't take him a few months to figure out how to do naval invasions.
Should we leave the Czech Republic to their fate?
Yeah, leave them to their fate. Burn have an E? What the hell is that? I guess Switzerland's got an E. It's BRM, isn't it?
Feeling the burn.
Yes, if it lets you go to war economy, Sid.
I've done it. I've gone up to partial mobilization. I couldn't get to war economy because they need 40% of my total factories.
And then if it lets you, that's good. And if it lets you upgrade your conscription law as well, that'll be good. And that'll let you get working on like the land force.
It lets me go to limited conscription. Is that such a massive increase over volunteer only?
Yes. Yep.
Alright, I'll do it.
Absolutely.
Almost twice as many manpower.
Yep. Every increment is going to be very substantial.
I need weapons bad.
Yep.
I'm up to,
Yep.
I'm up to 28 military factories.
Should I wait to attack Germany, or can I broke the pact and attack them sooner if we want to keep friends?
We're trying to follow, like, unless they start like seriously violating like the historical-ish type framework, just wait for Germany. Like, if he I don't know, if he starts doing like crazy shit, like that's just not following our kind of rule framework, then yes, but otherwise no. Let's wait till 41.
Okay.
How do I get land doctrine research time down?
There
A
are
terrorist.
national foci that'll drop it down, and then there's theorist. You've got Harold Alexander, so you're going to use him to yeah, swap over, because I'm going to do the same Sid, so we'll both go for whatever it's called, mobile warfare doctrine. I know you start with something, so swap over to that.
How do I swap over to it?
You just click on the first one and it gives you swaps over.
Okay.
And then that's going to be awesome with like Patton and those armored divisions I recommend.
Will you go for strategic bombing?
Absolutely, that's what I'm going for. I'm building fighters now,
Okay.
but I'm going for strap bombers.
Okay, I'll do the same. Probably not as many as you gonna have, but a decent number.
This is the USSR player speaking?
Yeah, sorry.
Alright, well, yeah, just make sure, if you do, just don't neglect land. That's all I'm saying.
No. I mean, I'm gonna focus on because I don't focus on navy. I don't focus on a lot of things. So
Good. You should. It's not your domain. You need as much land as possible. Without the land, you're gonna die. If you're dead, it's no use. You need to be alive. I'll play the little like bomb their cities.
yeah,
Mini game.
I don't even think I'm gonna go for a lot of tanks neither.
You don't even need to, honestly. You need a lot of.
I'm gonna just let them kill themselves on my artillery.
You can also, like, one strategy, you can like pull back and build a line of forts. Is a very you see that river? Let me see on the map.
Yeah, I know the Kiev River.
Yeah, you see where Kiev is? I forget what the name of that river is. You can do that and build forts behind that river, and that's
this guy.
a defensive position.
Yeah, I know. I think they're focused that build the
They're
Stalin.
taking Yugoslavia. I'm going to take Spain.
They are focused that build some fort, but they don't follow the river. It's like weird a little.
I think that gives you like some forts in Kiev. So if you do have the river forts,
Yeah,
you
it's
can
gonna
build Kiev
help.
too. Yeah, they do help. Yeah, it's not terrible, but.
The problem with the fort is I can build only 2 forts for a military factory.
Yep.
And it stretched my line to fall back. That's a big problem for me.
The other thing, and this is what you have to keep in mind, if you go all out on the front, if Germany does like encircle you or like break your front or like do some crazy stuff, just make sure you got like a huge amount of infantry in production, and then just quick deploy, like as whatever they're called, like green. So like, and that takes like a month, and you can just deploy them as green, and you can get like 200 infantry. Just make sure you have that like prepped if that's the approach you're going for.
Yeah. I'm gonna set up a fallback line anyway, just in case.
I don't understand how this conference works.
Just click on Venezuela or whatever, and then click on Puppet. And then if you had messed with it before, yeah, you got it anyway. It's fine. You see, Sid, now they're a democracy. You see?
We freed them.
You freed them. I know it says they're your puppet, but they're a democracy, so it's fine. I know that isn't the government that they elected, but you brought them freedom, and that's the important thing here.
We freed the shit out of them, and that's what matters.
Oh, Sid. Oh. I'm feeling all excited now. Like I'm just rubbing off on you, aren't I? British Empire. I taught you well, didn't I? Didn't I, Sid?
It's a great day.
It is.
Following in footsteps.
Exactly.
Even if it did take me 4 months to figure out how to do it.
Alright, I've got 2,700 fighters now, which is very good. So the things you want to focus, like if you ever play the UK Sid, the biggest thing is you need air supremacy over England. Otherwise, Germany can, if they get air supremacy, they can send paratroopers and invade England with paratroopers. Yep. That way he hasn't been out of sync for a bit. So that's your number one.
Italy's getting massive.
That's an ugly as hell Yugoslavia.
Yes, it is.
They couldn't even give Serbia to Hungary. Ugh.
Yeah,
but Italy have really few manpower, so that's gonna be their problem.
I think Italy's sending their troops this way now.
In Africa or in the Alps?
Just back west from the Yugoslavia, the conquest.
Ah. You still have more than a year. And you really don't need much to hold them at the Alp, because you're gonna make the fort with the focus, and it's hill and mountain. So just put a mountain troop there.
Yeah.
They just
a good plan. And then just make
Oh,
sure
yeah.
you got those forts, France, because those are key.
and your mountain troop, put them like 12 of frontage, or like 6 mountain, or like 5 mountain and 1 artillery.
I got 9 mountain divisions, 1 cavalry up there, 1 light tank up there, and 8 infantry.
Change your cavalry to mountain and put them there. There won't be any use cavalry. It's like suppression when you, but if you need suppression, we already have won the war, so.
Alright, Italy's evacuated Ethiopia, so I think he's gonna give that up once the war starts. So that'll be a quick walkover for me, then I'll be able to transfer all those units. I'm actually gonna transfer like half of them over now, to be honest. And then if I can do that, I'll go to Libya really quick and then go for...
Do you think you will defend Malaysia and the Dutch Indonesia? No?
Should I gain Alpine forts now?
We got until 39, so... Late 39 is when the war is going to start, so... As long as you do it, like, just keep in mind it takes 3 months to do it, so just keep that in mind.
Yep.
In the next patch, you're gonna be able to see how many planes they have in the detail panel, even if they are in reserve. Because right now most of us have 0, so you can't see the enemy.
Yeah, I've put about 4 anti-air up near the magnet line, but I'm not really going for the air superiority.
Maginot.
Maginot, sorry.
And the first thing Sid ever said to me when I met him, corrected my pronunciation.
I like it, because I normally just read them.
Japs.
Wow. They fall quickly.
Holy shit, they're huge. That manpower is ridiculous. Well, it could be if they decked it out.
China don't give them that much. They have like a little bit of resources in the south and like 0 in the sea, and they give almost no manpower to Japan either. So it's like just a big empty territory for them.
Yeah. If the Soviet gets control of China, it makes his eastern front so much stronger.
Alright, I'm gonna try to hold in Burma, I think. Because Met's not really deploying much over here.
I can't move half of my fleet into the Pacific, because I think their range is too short, but the game doesn't show that.
Try to send them to Panama first.
That's what I've done. Still haven't got the range.
Send them up to... Oh no, it doesn't let you send them to LA from there? Really?
If you don't have the range, the sea will be red.
God damn it.
Rip. Yeah, I could send my armies to Burma against Japan, France, what do you think?
Well, it's mostly it's gonna help me because he probably gonna run a push me and not push the US. So it's gonna put him like a 2 front, and if you don't defend, you can take most of the resources. But the rubber is like the big prize there. You could almost like invade Siam.
I don't get why they can't move. Like, that's so annoying. They don't have the range to get from Panama to San Diego. I mean, what the actual fuck?
France, we're gonna start the allies here. You should have a pop-up, buddy. James, you there?
Hey, yep.
So join the allies. You should have a pop-up.
There you go. Alright, nice.
And then we gave them Yugoslavia as a freebie, which I think is fair enough for teaching Sid how to do that Venezuela thing.
I really need to boost my manpower. I'm at 41k.
You got more than me. I got 36k.
I only have 5 million.
You know, so meager to be Russian. Yeah, so France, you want to take your units, and you really want to garrison, like fully garrison your borders, and not do, and not like you want to evacuate a lot of those ports and stuff because there's no point, you're just wasting units.
Yep.
Like Brittany, you definitely don't need any units there.
I'm still moving.
Your entire border with Belgium is undefended, like the Ardennes undefended right now. So even if you're doing it like manually, you want to make sure every border province has units in them. And then your border in Savoy with Italy is undefended right now. You want to make sure those have units in them. Like the Maginot has no units. You want to make sure you do that. You want to do that now because the war is going to be on before you know it.
Yeah.
And you need the entrenchment.
So hopefully you went for that in the land doctrine tree. There you go. And then one thing, like I don't know what Wazz is gonna do with Spain. So Spain could potentially join the Axis. So don't prioritize it, but later on you want to make sure you have like one, like it doesn't need to have a lot of battalions in it, but it can be like a low battalion division in each of those border provinces. And that will hold against
I got 6 motorized there.
Idly put some mountain division there.
Yep. He's got a few. Just move them down from, like, they're in Geneva right now, so make sure they go over Italy. So what Auqia can do, he's either going to attack me and go for Indonesia, or he's going to go and attack the USSR. Or he could attack you, Sid, but that's not really very helpful. So he's either going to attack me or Russia. But he's got a lot of units on my border, so I think he's going to go for the southern strategy against me and Indonesia. And what I am going to do, because Burma and Assam have combined only 10 oil in them, is give them to him, and instead garrison the border in Bengal.
I'm going to start my Alpine fortification research, which will make Italy hate me, but they won't be able to do anything about it.
Well, player, so you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. I can tell a navy to set its home base, and then it... There we go. I can tell... Oh my god, that's why I couldn't move them. It's because they still had a home base that was on, like, the eastern seaboard. Oh my god.
It's fine. Figured it out. Everything's good now. Everything is fine. Alright, Wazz is going for Eastern Claims, and then after that he'll be able to do Danziger War. So if he goes like directly to it, war's going to start in like 6 months from now. So France, you still got your border with Italy totally open, so move your units down. You got 4 in Geneva, so manually move those and cover that border.
I got he's parallel about this. I got 13 mountain divisions there.
You have to cover each province though, because you can just walk around your units. Like you have 11 units just sitting in Nice, like manually do like split them up and make sure every border province is covered. And then if like you can create, like if you went for that grand battle plan doctrine or whatever we were talking about, then create an army, and then create like a general that gives a bonus, to entrenchment, and then you want to hit front line, click the border with Italy.
Yeah,
and then
my
the same,
entrenchment generals on
same
them.
in the north, but you're gonna have to manually draw it because you're gonna have to include the Belgian and Luxembourg border, and just do the same thing. And make sure you do that before Wazz starts the war, because the AI is crazy. It's like, oh no, this unit has to be over here, and he sends them to the complete other side of the front line, and they leave provinces open and shit. So you have to do that shit before the war starts.
How do you manually draw it to include Luxembourg and Belgium?
If you mouse over it, I think it's right click, and then you can draw it manually. And then as long as you have enough units, it'll like show up as green as you're drawing it, and it'll be good.
Germany don't have that many division, only like maximum 110.
He's not gonna have too much in this initial phase of the war, but he's gonna want like a lot by the time he gets to invading you, which is 41.
Yeah, but
I can't draw my front line across 3 countries.
Then create a border for Germany, and then that should include the Luxembourg. Would it? No. Okay, then do one for Belgium.
No. Yeah, do one for Luxembourg and beef it up. Like, don't put like just 2 or 3 units there.
Alright. I mean, if you want to do the I like to do shit manually, but since you went grand battle, yeah, then make 3 armies. Do 1 Belgium. Do 1 Maginot. Do 1 Luxembourg. And then just be careful, because you just completely took everything out of the Alsace-Lorraine there, which isn't good. And then it looks like Italy's going to be attacking with almost everything.
You want at least 12 division on the Maginot and like 14 against Italy. That's like the bare minimum.
Yeah, Maginot, because those forts are just so crazy strong. You don't need too many there, but you definitely want fortifying.
Yeah.
So.
You want at least like 2 division per province, because the AI sometime will move thing around. So
yeah,
that way you always have at least 1 division in each province.
Okay, I just need to make up for the Belgian line.
Manchester, I think I'm honestly going to stay with the superior firepower doctrine.
As you going for like an artillery division template?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, when I'm fighting Japan, it's mostly going to be, you know, sticking units on ports and then holding them.
Well, Japan. I mean, keep in mind, Auqia might just completely not do any of the Pacific War and just attack India and Indonesia, because there's really no point in doing that island hopping game.
He might just invade the Soviet Union.
Yeah, I don't know. Does he
have
units in Manchuria?
The sooner I can start sticking units into.
No, but he can just keep them behind, ready to go in my front.
I think this is what I think he's gonna go for me, because if he has no units in Manchuria, I think everything's down here and he's gonna go for it.
Does he?
Right now you have like nothing.
Does he have
0.
units on your border, Manchester?
Yeah, he has a lot. So I think.
So he's invading Burma then. Yeah.
I strongly suspect he's going a southern strategy, because he saw because they've been talking amongst themselves. They saw all the shit I had in Africa. They knew I evacuated Asia a lot, because I don't have enough units to do both Asia and Africa. So Met moved a lot of shit to Italy, and then Auqia is going to do southern strategy against me.
Hmm.
So yeah, we should focus a little bit more on fighter right now before the war, because we're gonna lose a lot of rubber soon.
Yeah, shit ton of fighters.
If we go after you, I'm probably just gonna push a little bit against Japan
Absolutely, because he does not have enough
to do both. Yeah.
to do both, exactly.
Is there any way to boost my manpower without being communist?
No, you're pretty screwed.
Yeah. The moment the war starts, you can buff it up, but not before.
I don't think I can. Maybe with scraping the barrel.
Yeah. But
That costs 600.
Yeah, but you what is your conscription right now?
I'm on limited conscription 2.5.
Yeah, just using extensive will double that manpower, so it's gonna be enough.
It says the ruling party is communist or fascist.
Yeah, but you can be at war, and it's gonna work too. Communists or fascists can do it right away, but not democratic. But
Oh, okay.
max build as many units as you can with your current manpower, and the second the war start, have at least 150 political power and swap it right away. So now you're gonna have like 1 or 2 million of manpower just for reinforcement ready.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm at 60 pp. So hopefully I get that 90 in time.
Alright, I think Wazz is doing Molotov drop right now, which you're going to accept. And then he's going to go forward and save after that. I'll be right back.
Okay.
So France, if you get 10 units, like, do you know where Geneva is? You get 10 Mountaineers right there, you want those on your border with Italy. Because he's got like 40 divisions there, so that's like half his army. So he's gonna support Wazz. When Wazz attacks, those Mountaineers down. Because they're just sitting there uselessly. There you go.
You can have like half their men and you're gonna be okay on these mountain.
Could I merge them with my existing... I think I've got 13 mountain divisions already up there. That'll give me 23.
And then I don't have much because I have so much overseas shit I have to do. I'm going to reinforce you on the Belgian border. I only have 3 infantry, but it'll help a bit.
Yeah.
And then, let me see. So Belgium, true to its typical fashion, refuses to join the Allies. So it will not join us until, like, it'll wait to be attacked by Germany before it does.
I don't know if he's going to be able... have you got forts on your Belgian border?
He does, yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, probably better to just sit on the forts. I mean...
No, that's what I'm not suggesting. First of all, it's, like, I'm saying that's an advantage to Wazz. Like, that, like, Belgium not being it, like, that's not super helpful. So it's gonna, he declares on it after he takes Netherlands, which lets him just walk into Antwerp, so it like immediately collapses. So and the only viable thing is just sit on the Belgian border.
Okay, I got the 5 spare motorized in Paris.
I wonder if you're gonna respect the pact and give me half the Poland.
He should.
That would shorten my my front line a lot. The problem is, I think they don't have any infrastructure there, so I'm gonna have to build a bunch of them.
Oh.
No.
It's starting.
Yeah, I just told him that I'm not like we traded Venezuela for Yugoslavia. They're not doing another thing.
Well, good luck, guys. I mean, if anyone needs, I don't think I can send you guys Lend-Lease.
Yeah, you'll be able to later.
Oh, you're only at war with Italy.
I know. Yeah, well, it's up to Wazz.
User joined your channel.
I mean, I'm not ready for the war to start now, and I didn't know he was attacking Greece, but it's still not equal to the US getting 3 years of partial mobilization, even close to that. So
If it's any consolation, it's 2.5 years because
Sid
it took
has-
me.
Sid has no idea what he's doing. The only
Yeah, but that's still like free 80 civilian factories he shouldn't have had for 2.5 years. I mean, that's a lot of shit.
I mean, you got you and Auqia. It'll be fun.
Well, I wasn't planning on fighting yet, so maybe not. We'll see though.
User left your channel.
Look at this Netherlands AI. He's planning an invasion of Germany. So he's gonna cut off Frankfurt in one foul swoop. I've got the communism trying to take over. Should I let them so I can get more manpower?
It won't really help you. We are just too close to the
Also,
war.
You don't, like, I don't know if you're like how much of the game you played yet. Make sure you don't trigger a civil war. Do not trigger a civil war, because you will lose. You will die. So don't do that.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know if you've experienced that in the game yet, but if you haven't, don't do that. Because it splits your country in half.
I could ban communism.
Yeah, ban it. That's fine.
Not very democratic. Democratic family.
I'm just building about 20 land ports. I've already got all my overseas areas are full of military factories if worse comes to worse. The Hearts of Iron game I've played the most is Darkest Hour. I've gone from 20,000 rifles needed to 900.
How many infantry divisions should I have training?
A lot, as many as possible.
I've only been training one for the last 3 years.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be that way until we get closer to the war.
No, I mean, I've only had one training. Like, you know.
Well, you can't really train that much until you change your consumption, but you already have that. So
I like to do amount 1, and then I queue up contingent on the equipment I have available. With you,
Right, so I've got it set to infinite.
Right, well, I do 1, and then you do add unit, and then add units, and like you see on the left, equipment. Keep doing that for as many as you have 100% of. And then just keep an eye on that, and like just do add unit like as you keep going through, and you have the equipment to supply them.
Yeah, these guys are set to infinity production, so that shouldn't be a problem, right?
That's just my method. You can pick another way to do it, but I find that's the most efficient way to do it. So just do whatever you want. But it's like it takes time, right? When you make the unit to train it, right? So you're best off using all the equipment you have and train all those units at once instead of do the infinite queue thing. You know what I'm saying? And then whatever excess equipment, like let's say you can't fully equip a new unit, that excess equipment will support your units that are in the fields, right? So that's kind of the idea there. That's why I do it the way that I do it. So
I'm sending 35 battleships up in the Adriatic Sea as a show of force to Italy. It would be nice if, when this does kick off, are you still going for North Africa?
He's already taken it.
It's already.
Lol. Yep.
Now they did Greece. See, this is why I started the war here, because Greece is a big like they can get stuck in Greece, and Greece just fucking stays there like as like an allied stronghold, and I can push up through there. So that's why, and Wazz did this intentionally because he knows that could happen, and then I would obviously take advantage of this. So I turned this into a trade for him because now he's lost North Africa, which is a big thing to lose out on. So I'm gonna move half my Ethiopians up to garrison North Africa, and I'm gonna move half to Asia to garrison Japan.
Get dug in those mountains.
And then in Bengal, there's this nice area that's like mostly across a river that's 4 tiles wide. You can hold there. Then the rest of it, there's only like 10 oil in like the lands he can occupy, so it's not really a good deal for him. The important thing I want to hold on to, if I can, Singapore and Indonesia for us, because those are big for trade for the allies, to keep those. And then India, to look at the Like India's got decent resources.
I've got a call to arms. I got a call to arms from France. That I think this against Italy. I mean, from Greece. That could start the European theatre.
It's up to you. You can wait until. I mean, if it's just me against Italy, it keeps the war more contained. I mean, you keep in mind you can just hit call to arms and join the war with me at any time. So you may want to wait because that could just start general war. Keep it vaguely historical.
I'm just raiding his convoys.
Well, you're not at war with him.
I'm in a battle, and I'm doing a search and destroy. That's what that is. No, but I will be when it starts. I got another fleet of 32 in the Mediterranean. I'm going to put them out in front of Rome. I don't think he can do anything about it.
Oh, I just did a focus that should have changed my mobilization law to extensive conscription. But it's still...
So those also gives you an opportunity to change your conscription law. But you may have something higher already, so...
No, I have limited conscription. It didn't put me up to extensive conscription. Maybe I needed to be at war for it to happen. I don't know.
Should I start my nuclear effort now?
So in
I'll take care of that.
1940, that is the year, the appropriate year for whatever it is. I have to look where it is. Atomic research.
Yeah, but
atomic research.
I get the extra research slot too after it. I might just have to do I might just do a government reform for political power 120.
So can I start the Finland war early 39 or should I wait? I mean for the rules or...
I don't even remember. We're kind of like following the rules though. It's not. This isn't too crazy.
Okay, I will then.
Yeah, just rock it, man.
Yeah, I want my my last research ASAP. There. So I tried to put Romania into a communist, but Italy to start pick up on it.
Just realised that all this time my submarine fleet has actually had its home base in the Philippines, and its supplies are going to the Philippines, then coming back across the Pacific.
Yeah, it happened. The game is going more and more slowly. We'll never get to 39.
Alright, I'm gonna try to speed it up here. Now that you mention it, actually.
Yeah, but it's just that people lag behind, so it dragged down the speed.
Alright, I think I'm engaging the Italian main fleet right now. Very nice.
I'd say Spain's planning something. I got 27 divisions against 6 on the southern front.
How many fighters do you have, Manchester?
I've got, let me see, 3,200. And I've got 140 Strat bombers. I'm actually going to start. Thank you for reminding me, sir. Start going heavily into Strat bombers now. Cut down on fighters here.
I got infantry equipment too, so now I need another 100,000 guns.
Hey, I have a question. I tried to cut down on the motorized because to focus on my infantry, but it's the first time that I do that. And it seems that I still need motorized. Do I need them for like artillery and T-tank? Because I never just like stop using them. So I never saw that before. Like, I don't have any motorized in my division, but I still lack them on my, like if some of my division need them, which is weird. Are you guys there?
Yep.
Sorry, I'm just fighting Italy here.
Poor old Italy.
Yep. Wasn't worth it for him to take Greece. This is gonna give me a chance against Auqia as well. Get a lot of volunteers out of this.
Nice.
How did you get the Baltic countries at the same time?
No, the Baltic, I sent them ultimatum, and they just gave up. But I did that before invading Finland.
So the Italians have about 80 divisions against 24 of mine.
Oh my god, I've got a lot of planes in reserve.
Yeah, leave them there. You're gonna need a lot in reserve.
I've got about 3,000.
Yeah, that's like what Germany and me and UK were gonna have at the beginning of the war. You're gonna need like... I usually have like 20,000 and because you're gonna think of it like this, you're gonna need at least 1,000 fighter in each zone that you fight. You have heavy fighting on it. So 3 zone is like just France and Belgium. That's it. It's not that much. Okay, Japan now have a couple of division on my front line.
Hmm. Very interesting.
But like just 19. They have still gap in their line, so I don't think they're gonna. What? They put a marine there? Why?
This doesn't have enough.
6 months to go, fellas.
They won't. They won't be able to. They're just gonna be able to slow me down with that. They won't be able to keep the front line there. So even if they put some division there, they probably don't plan on attacking there.
I need to be at war so I can get 5% recruitment without actually being at war.
Oh, I see. My IT tank actually need motorized. That's why.
Alright, I'm giving Italy a bit of a hard time here.
Should stage a coup in Sicily.
No, it's pointless.
I'm just trying to think of how to get them off my border. He's got 90 plus divisions there now.
Yeah, it's everything he's got.
Did one of you send me some equipment? Or did I really just capture 30,000 infantry equipment from Finland and
Yeah, you probably
Baltic?
got it from the Finns, I was about to say.
Like, it's almost what I
Sweet
put
deal, bro.
in reserve. Yeah.
I've got so much land. I'm gonna make 10 out of 10 land defenses against the Italians here. I got 70 factories.
So, what kind of infantry division should I be deploying now? 9 infantry battalions with artillery and engineers?
Yeah, the support, right?
Yep, that's what I'm...
Yeah,
Yeah,
fleshy,
if-
high org infantry division.
If you put 9 infantry battalion, you can put a line artillery. You can only put support artillery. But did you choose a battle plan or
Wait.
superior firepower?
What did you say about line artillery?
If you choose a division with 9 infantry, you can't put an artillery in line, like a battalion of artillery.
Okay,
Because
you can only have the
you're gonna
support.
have, yeah, but you can, but you're gonna have like a division of 21 frontage.
I'm not interested in debating the theory. I want you to
Okay.
tell me what to do.
Personally, I would prefer to have 7 infantry battalion and 2 artillery battalion.
Okay.
Plus maybe the support battalion if you don't have like but it's me, not everybody do the same. You probably don't gonna have enough production to do that though, so you can do like 10 infantry battalion and just support infantry artillery. That will probably work better for you. And make sure you have the hospital support company. They're gonna help you a lot because you don't have that many manpower.
Yeah, Italy is not having a good time right now. Yeah. Yeah.
Where are you pushing them?
I have bombed 25 of his buildings in the past month.
Okay, yeah.
Australia's up there.
Just mostly interested in just destroying his buildings, just in a good time.
Oh, here we go.
It's starting.
It's on. With 3 Australians launching an invasion.
It's always a good time.
I've got 90 ships around Italy just trading.
Australia, mate. What did Poland ever do to him?
Thank you, Poland.
Alright, buddy, you ready? You ready to rock, friend?
Oh,
No.
really? They still have only 100 division. Wow.
Oh, I'm ready to change my conscription up, but I really don't want Germany to hit me at the same time Italy does. Not right now.
I can join the Allies, you know.
Yeah, you can because they
we're gonna
attack
chill.
so much people that it's been a while that we have 100 world tension.
You're gonna chill. You're not gonna join until later on, so
Okay.
because that they need it to not like. See, when Japan annexes China, it just creates 100 world tension, right? And then that lets you join the allies. So like,
Okay,
in,
I can send Lend-Lease to the UK, but not anyone else.
yeah, you can. If you want, you can send stuff to me. Like you can send. What do I need? You can send me like fighters. I'll take fighters from you. You're probably not building strat bombers. I'll take strat bombers from you. That's about it. You can send me your.
I'm not building
fighters.
strat bombers. I can build some fighters for you.
Yeah, that's fine. Let me see. I'd really like us to be able to handle 2-speed here. Wazz doesn't have that much on the Polish border.
I wonder why.
It's gonna be enough to beat the AI though.
Yeah, I can. Usually when I play as Germany, I invade Poland like really early, like in 37, and I don't have to build any division for that. We can take them with like 50 or 60, something like that.
Should I accept this call to arms, England?
Yeah, buddy.
There you go. Don't spend them all at once.
What even is this? What? A 1 Curtis P40 Warhawk. Is this a fighter?
Yes.
Thank you. I appreciate. Thank you, friend. It's the thought that counts.
Nice.
Yeah, UK probably have more division than the German right now.
It's because you garrison the Dutch border. Alright, friends, I'm gonna move 13 units to the border with Belgium.
Okay, I'm up to 1.2 million
Don't let
manpower.
the PF down. I'm trusting you. And move all my shit.
Oh, nice.
Just station at Dunkirk. Okay. Wars have merged. There doesn't seem to be any movement. Greece is done.
speed down here because got people not keeping up. Alright, let's see if we can handle it faster. Is it just really laggy for you right now, Sid?
Yes.
Yeah, because you're like 8 hours behind everybody else. Well,
It's just terrible living in the... Well, I'm in the future, actually.
you are. You're 6 hours in the future. Alright, let's try it on 1 speed. Then you were able to keep up on that one. Makes it a bit slow, but rather we're all in sync. Alright, carry on fortifying Asia here.
When did the war start?
Early July. June, sorry.
Okay.
I got Netherlands moving divisions through France. I'd say because he's got no country.
Yeah, France, forget completely about Belgium. You won't be able to keep it.
I got between 7 and 6 land defense on that border. 10 on the Maginot, and I'm 8 out of 10 on against Italy, but they outnumber me 4-1. Italy's attacking.
Yeah, well, one thing like you can have like half what they have and you're still gonna win. So even if they probably gonna punch through you, they're gonna suffer a lot in manpower.
He's attacking everywhere.
Does he have air superiority over there?
Every province is mountains, though. Even Nice is urban, so that's a nice defensive line.
No, Nice is urban. That's the only place he can push.
I mean, like, urban... It's still a attack penalty, though, right?
No. Except air power. You have, like... If you have air superiority over there, it's gonna be 50% less effective.
I believe in you, France. If you don't believe in yourself, believe in me who believes in you.
Okay.
Well, actually, they have like a 30% penalty to attack.
See, Francis, you have to do stuff more manually. You're losing in 2 battles there, and if you lose those, you're gonna lose those forts. So you've got 12 units like just sitting there. Like you have to move those up and reinforce those battles with those. And then you've also got a border province in Luxembourg with 1 unit in there. You have to put another guy there. It's like where the Ardennes is in Champagne. You have to put more units there.
I thought I had more. Oh yeah, I see.
Hey Manchester, why don't you drop a couple of cores in and see if you can't plug it?
Do what?
Drop a couple of cores in.
I would do that. But I have to guard the border that's closer to the English Channel.
Oh, I can send Lend-Lease to France now. Do you need anything, mate?
Yeah, I'm loving my 2 fighters. I mean, my 1 fighter set. It's pretty awesome.
You're getting 1 fighter per day. That's 30 fighters a month.
I mean, it's really, I'm very impressed by it. It's helping a lot.
Is it an expeditionary force of volunteers that you control?
Well, if you don't want that 1 fighter per day, I'll take it. I only put like 10 a day. So it's like 10% of my production.
Well, when you send volunteers, you control what they do.
Yeah.
Yes, expeditionary is given to control the other country, but you have to be in the faction.
I'm sending some volunteers to France. I'm doing this.
Thank you.
If you send infantry or more than 10, put them in against Italy. If not, you can put them like against Belgium or something like that.
Is there any way to... I'm losing 1 battle, I would like to back out of it.
No, because you're going to lose your fort there. It's not a good time.
I could strategically redeploy my Belgium front.
No, you got a level 5 fort there. You do not back out of that. If you lose those forts, you're going to die. So don't back out of that. I'm telling you now.
No, I made send troops from Belgium down to Italy to smash him. I could have 20 divisions sitting in the Belgian front.
You got 12 and you lose it, so pull that off, and then split that, make S to split, and send 5 of those up to that valley. So do you see where you're attacking with 12 and losing? Split that.
Did he really attacking right now in Italy? He shouldn't. He should just stay put and wait for them.
He's winning in the level 5 fort right now. France doesn't fucking move his units up like he's supposed to. He just ignored what I told him to do.
I pressed S and nothing happened.
No, you gotta, alright, so hit your 12 Mountaineers. Right click the province, that'll end the battle. Hit S, then move them up to the valley where it says 6. So hit S puts it in half. Oh, see, he's actually, I don't know if he's doing that manually or not, but that's very true. He's playing you now. That's good, he's gonna try to push him to the fort. You can actually retreat back to a friendly province, like, that's the province that's not in a battle, and then you can leave those units. No, but now you just retreat all your units. You have to hit S.
Oh my god. Good luck, buddy.
Yeah, now you just lost that.
Shit.
Yo, you gotta hit S. I told you to hit S, man. What are you doing?
I pressed S and it went 6, 1, 1, 1.
You gotta hit S. Now you lost. You just gave him a level 5 fort. That's not a good time. It's not good.
I've sent a request to send a volunteer force. I think you need to click something.
Yeah, he has to click to accept it.
But you're gonna need to wait a couple of weeks for them to arrive.
They'll arrive on the 16th of July.
Hopefully he doesn't lose another fort by that time.
He's got fort behind it. He's okay. There's nothing in that province, just
Well, now he can attack more provinces from true front.
Yep, he can attack more provinces, but, you know, it's not a complete collapse at least.
Oh no, oh, sure.
I think it eventually will be. He's got so many. I'm gonna rush my Belgian front down and push him back.
What was that?
So you still
What was
have,
that?
You still have to reinforce that original battle, by the way, France, because he's gonna grab that other level 5 fort imminently. So you see how it's 4? Once that's... yeah, it's not a good time.
Yeah, they're coming.
You
Get them motorized.
You can also, I also recommend you use strat redeploy, so you hit B, and then right click, and don't do it, I don't think it even lets you do it where there is a battle, but do it on the province next to it. Wait like a few hours to get the org back, and then send them in, and then that's really fast way to reinforce and like move. Like if you have units on the border with Spain, you can get them over there like in a few hours and like into the battle, so it's great to use strat redeploy. But this is all doing stuff manually. I'm sorry, go on.
What's that super artillery design for a, You said it was like, Someone was talking about like an artillery-orientated infantry division.
Oh yeah, you mean...
You have like 2 level. You can put a lot of artillery on all of your division, like a 7-2, or you can put normal infantry for your main division and have like I think it's 3-4 or something like that.
Like a dedicated artillery unit is what he's saying. Those are your 2 options, basically, yeah.
Can someone just tell me what to do?
Just do 7 infantry battalion and 2 artillery battalion. That will be the simplest thing you can do.
3 infantry and...
No, 7 infantry and
2 artillery.
Yeah.
And support artillery and support engineers, right?
For support, you want logistic, recon, engineer, and now you have several choice. I mean, you can put another an artillery for even more soft attack, and like the hospital one to save manpower, but you don't really have that many problem with manpower, so you can lose that one and put an anti-tank in place. So you're gonna have a little anti-tank on each of your infantry division. Against Germany it's pretty good, but not really against Japan. So if you want to put like 2 type of division, one against Germany and one against Japan, that's okay too.
I haven't researched logistics yet.
You can keep it standby for now. I mean, logistic is always good to have, but you can't live without it. It's not gonna it's gonna be important against Japan, but not really against Germany. In Europe, you have like big infrastructure and all, so you can live without. But in Japan, you're gonna have some problem if you don't have it. But you can wait for that. I mean, you won't invade Japan now, so.
It's okay, guys. Poland has now become Ethiopia. It's fine. Poland is fine. Everything will be fine. It's totally
What?
Italy's about to break through.
Oh, you want to keep them alive? Something like that?
Look, everything's gonna be fine for the Poles. They're all just gonna move over there.
Germany's coming through Belgium now. Get ready.
The Somalis aren't gonna need it. It's fine.
It's like Israel for the Polish. That's what you say?
Try and get those units out from Nice if you can.
Oh.
By sea.
Alright, France, this isn't looking too hot here.
No.
Well.
Yeah, Italy's broken through. Alright, yeah. And then you got 10 units just sitting there in fucking Savoy, France. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Where?
In fucking Savoy, man. You gotta close up that hole.
Okay.
No, don't attack into that. Oh, alright, well.
I'll pinch him.
That's a level 5 fort, though, which you lost to him earlier, so you're not gonna take that province, is the issue here. So...
You probably want to take your Nice division and send them in Africa or something. ASAP.
I'm going to do this.
Watch out for Luxembourg.
The Germans.
Yeah. See, they capitulate immediately, and
You're getting surrounded in Savoy. You need to get out of there now.
They're running.
No, just don't run all the way away. Just keep. Oh my god. Redeploy on the Rhone.
I think he's letting the AI do it, which is why it's like going so disastrously. The AI doesn't know how to respond to like new developments.
yeah, at that point you should like delete all order and move them out of here.
Belgium is building prison.
I mean, the Italian player is obviously microing his units. You know.
He's actually doing it the way you're supposed to. France, you got 11 units sitting on the border for Luxembourg uselessly. You have to spread them out on that fucking Belgian border because he's gonna be in fucking on that border in like a week.
Oh.
So move your fucking units off the. You have 11 units on the border with Luxembourg.
Move some
You have
units into
11
Champagne
infantry in
immediately.
mechs right now. You gotta spread them out, man. This is you gotta France. Come on, man. You gotta defend your own fucking country. What the hell? Come on, brother.
I am.
Just forget this AI management shit. It's not doing anything. Yeah, Antwerp's gone. Brussels about to fall.
Don't pull back from the border. Sit there and fortify. In Champagne. In fact, Champagne still has no units in it.
Now you've got 6 units in like Lyon. There's still time to salvage that Italy border if you move fast. You got 4 units there. Yeah, they're being attacked. Right, you're gonna lose that. If you take Nice, you should be able to evac by sea. Right-click on a port like in Algiers, and you should be able to save those units in Nice right now. You can also try to hold, but I think you're gonna lose that inevitably. You can retreat that motorized into Nice manually, and then retreat Nice to like Algiers. Yeah, you're doing. And then I don't have high enough encryption, decryption, but I would probably lighten my border with Maginot, because I would guess Wazz just has 1 unit in each of those border provinces, and I'd just shift it all to that Belgian border, like, straight away. Like, you get 5 north of Strasbourg, maybe, like, leave 2 there, and then, like, head to that Belgian border. And now you've got 2 provinces on the border of Luxembourg that are completely open right now. You have to have a unit in every province.
Italy's just got 1 or 2 units running all the way across southern France now.
Yep.
You've got. Well, I guess those units in the south
So
are
France,
wrecked.
at this point, I think you're probably gonna die. So I try to get as many units. Use strat redeploy. So you select them all, cancel any stupid AI order. You have to delete it. Use the trash bin button. Hit B. That's the hotkey, or hit the little railroad symbol. Straight up, like run to like Normandy, or run to like Brittany. Normandy is probably faster. Whatever that city is.
Are you talking with my German and Italian front?
And get as much of your army to fucking England as you can, as fast as possible.
Okay.
And then all those soldiers would be able to carry on the fight, but it's not looking too good here, brother. And then strat redeploy is awesome if you can figure out how to use it.
So how do you strat redeploy?
So you have to do it manually. You see the little railroad icon if you select an army?
Yeah.
Click that and then right-click the province. And then you may have to cancel a previous move order, but then it'll override it. Or like, if you sent them there like with regular move the first time, like hit the bordering province with strat redeploy and they'll
It's strat redeploy. It's tick brain. There you go.
Yeah, nice. Units, that's excellent.
Well, at least it's a lot like real life.
It's a bit racist.
Bloody Italy.
And just watch out with that 9 there next to Lille. Try to save those 9 units. Leave like 1 unit there as a sacrifice and save the 9.
Where's that?
And then the same next to Luxembourg. You got like 9 there. Leave like 1 as a sacrifice and save like the 8. Because he's not going to be able to move quick enough.
Okay.
So west of Luxembourg, you got like 9 in battle. Like try to save as many of those. And the same thing. East of Lille, you got the same. And And then on the border with Italy, you've got west of Leon. You can probably save like a couple of those guys. And then, really important thing, when the event pops up, you want to fight. It gives you a choice to either surrender or fight to the bitter end. You want to fight to the bitter end, and if you do that, you keep North Africa. And then you can fight as Free France as North Africa. Otherwise, I think, I haven't done it with the French player in multiplayer, but I think if you hit the surrender, you turn into Vichy. And then you have to do that wheel back really fast, so you're going to lose them. He's going to surround that. And the same for next to Luxembourg, you get, that's like, it's like 16, 18 units you could save right now. And then once they're in Cherbourg, just click on the right ports, like right click the anchor, and you'll move. Alright, so this is the final time. You gotta evac Lille and Luxembourg. He's surrounding them right now with armor. You're gonna lose them. They're gonna be dead in like a week if you don't evac them now. This is like the third time I've told you to do that.
Yeah, they get there and go back to their front line. They're out.
No, you gotta take the AI order off. You gotta do it manually. No, delete the AI orders. You're doing a manual withdrawal right now. You gotta take it off AI control. All those units you just retreated, they're running back to the front line right now because you got it on AI control too much. It's alright, France. It's a learning we're gonna learn today. We're gonna learn parts of our what it's all about.
I'll just hopefully I get enough out. I got 122 divisions trying to escape.
Yeah, that's excellent. In other news, guess how many buildings I bombed in Italy?
50?
103.
Oh, I guess.
He's just going to have some new buildings in France now.
Okay, I guess I'm next.
Oh, look at that lovely border. Just look at that.
They can trade the provs around.
Can you really trade individual provinces?
Yeah.
No, state only.
State, yeah, that's what I mean.
If you could give individual provinces, I would give like the Trans-Danube area to Hungary. I mean, oh, that border's terrible.
You see that little thingy there in Slovenia that like sticks in, that historically was a part of Hungary, and they just forgot to, I mean, like, why would they include that? Like, but that was given to Hungary when they invaded Yugoslavia.
Mm-hmm.
That weird protrusion thing in Serbia, though, that's actually historical. That's
I know.
That with the Serbs.
Nice.
What a gentleman.
Everybody likes free stuff.
Yeah, but it's not really free. I mean, there's nothing there, to be honest.
Yeah, there is literally nothing there. Yeah. There must be some factories there. A couple at least.
Yeah. A couple, like 5, 6, something like that.
I think Auqia might be about to make a move.
Yep.
Yeah, I can see his fleet trolling around the Pacific.
Oh, he's moved off the Chinese border. I mean, the Burmese border.
Oh.
I'm very fortified right now in Singapore. I'm very fortified in Malaysia. I'm very... Sure, I'll give you access. Sorry, it's easy to miss those pop-ups. So
Yes and no.
just tell me when you send one.
Is France still at war?
Yeah.
He's gonna stay in the war, yeah.
My expeditionary force got returned to me.
Yeah, it's because it surrendered or whatever.
Bad luck, man. Probably never ever trust the AI again, is the lesson.
I mean, he managed to save, let me just count here. At least like 30 something plus units that back to England in time. But you would have saved, like, there were like 20 units you just like blew away in between Lille and Luxembourg. Like, that's a massive. You didn't. I told you 3 times, man, to take those out, but you didn't do it. And then he has some more. But it's just, you got to do stuff manually.
I don't know why AI kept overtaking my orders.
It's because you assign them a front line and didn't delete it. So if you send them to like another province, they're gonna be like, oh shit, the fucking front line, there's no units over there. Like, so they'll take all the units and move them to the front line. So you gotta be watchful, otherwise your manual stuff's not gonna matter. Like, even if you sent them to England, they would just sail back and go to the front.
Oh. I got out with 47 divisions, and so I got 70 now.
Did you choose that Manchester or?
No, just a pop up. It'd be funny though if it gave you.
Whoops,
Was that
we
a
accidentally
random-
killed him.
I was playing one, and I was on the Axis team in Germany. Adolf Hitler got assassinated and his country split in two just before the Soviets came.
Should France send most of their remaining division in Indochina? Because I doubt they're gonna invade Africa.
I've got my military bases are in Africa, but I could move everything in the European theatre to Siam.
No, in Indochina, in Asia. Because
we're gonna be ending because Med has to leave.
Because Africa has like very few resources.
Italy's gotta go.
Yeah, I'm saving it now.
Never trust the AI was.
Yeah, I did that whole thing manually because I know.
Yeah.
I used the AI on Poland and look how long it took, even with the 70% bonus.
We were like, man,
How many guys died on the Poland War? You could do that with like 5,000, 10,000 dead. If you do it, man.
Yeah, I only had like 10,000 dead, but like the AI just kept strat redeploying troops to northern Poland, like for no reason. There's no units, no Polish units in the south, so like he's like, oh, there's no units here. I'm gonna strat redeploy half the army to the north.
Yeah, make sure you give southern France to Met, by the way, because he's gonna need those resources.
Yeah. We made the borders look somewhat better, but we still have to fix them.
2 weird exclaves in there for some reason.
Yeah, we were like, oh shit, get your troops out of Savoy, and he was moving his troops out of Savoy, and then the AI was immediately moving them back. Like, oh no, the border's opening up, look!
Oh man. Now, yeah, I was planning on equipping my army in 1939, so that's why I couldn't fight earlier, because I didn't have equipment for everyone.
Did you see the American Expeditionary Force, Matt?
Yes, I did. They stopped me from encircling a bunch of French people. It was glorious. So, did you guys know about his national unity?
Well, that's France's national unity. It's just abysmal.
I meant when you guys, pulled off the Maginot Line.
Well, the French guy, he just put it all on AI control, and the AI just doesn't... It's just so bad. It just doesn't... It doesn't...
Oh my god.
And I was telling him, I don't know if he's still here, I was telling him, all these, advice during the war. He lost, 20 units that got encircled to Wazz. I told him, 4 times, pull them out. So the Allies would have 20 more units to fight you guys with, but they just died.
Well, if it makes them feel better, I lost not the entire Italian Navy, but the majority of the Italian Navy.
Yes, you did.
To the British.
Yep. No, it's not a good time in Italy right now.
I don't know, I've learned a lot. This is the first time I've ever played a major in multiplayer.
Is Italy a major? In quotation marks, it is.
It's nowhere near as terrible as HOI4 Italy.
I spent 4 months trying to figure out how to launch a naval invasion of Venezuela.
That's small. I was telling him how it took us hours of aggravation to figure out naval.
Oh yeah.
And then I was told I could have queued it up before I declared war.
So what shrewd and devilish plan is Auqia developing?
Throw a lot of Asians at you.
Well, I'm ready for it.
Also, our Hungarian guy's AFK.
I have big plans, Manchester. I leave the Axis. I dow the Axis. I dow every independent nation. I then peace out the Axis through Germany, and then I rejoin the Axis.
Wow, that's rather clever.
I'm rubbing my hands together right now, Auqia.
What's up? You didn't even attempt to bomb me, Manchester.
Well...
Yeah. You're just bombing me. I feel so discriminated against.
I see, I haven't told you, well, now the secret's out in the open at this point. Well, I think it says that I've damaged 100 of your buildings, Matt. So that's a lot. It's not a good
Well, we weren't even using those. Those were just the wine and cheese factories.
Yeah.
Hey, Matt.
Yes.
Did you hear about the French cheese factory that exploded?
No.
All that was left was debris.
Is that a French city?
No. It's a type of cheese.
Cheese would be a terrible cheese, though.
Brie is a cheese, so the cheese factory exploded, and all that was left was debris.
So people eat rubble? Wow, okay, that's weird. Must be a French thing.
No, it's oh, okay. It's like a pun or play on words.
Okay, I gotta go.
Wow, Soviet Union has a lot of divisions. On the score screen, it says 244.
Yep.
Damn.
User disconnected from your channel.
USA's at 46. Nice.
Is that good or bad? I couldn't figure out how to build infantry divisions.
It takes a second. It's like the system's much better. UK's at 99 divisions. I'm only at 156.
I do like this system where you build the equipment and everything is based around equipment and manpower. There's no like bullshit like, oh, you need to wait 150 months for this arbitrary.
And then like that's another thing.
And like a lot of your stuff is obsolete. Like 80% of your army Germany is using like World War I weapons still, or like Tech 1 weapons. And same with Russia.
Yeah, but that's the same thing.
Yeah, Russia is like gonna have most of his army by the start of the war using Tier 1 weapons still, just because he has so many troops.
Yeah.
The other thing, Sid, I think, well, I said this earlier because we're talking about Russia. If you make a unit, right, if you have all the equipment already, wait like a month, and then you can deploy it as a green unit, and you can just like send them all out.
Deploy it as a what?
As a green unit, so it starts with green experience level, which is a 25% combat penalty, but you just get them all out instead of waiting like fucking however long it takes usually to make.
Let me guess, USA's supplying Russia with all his weapons.
Nope,
no, Sid
nothing.
has no idea what he's doing.
How do you have 266 already? Are you just making green units?
Yeah, but I exercise them. I got like 30,000 infantry equipment from Baltic and Finland. I was surprised myself, to be honest.
I'm sending equipment to Manchester.
Yeah, but to me. But I still have a little bit of I lack a little bit of equipment in the anti-tank department. It's gonna be fixed in like maybe 6 months, but I'm gonna have some problem when the war starts.
And hey, what?
Yeah.
You know, Poland lives.
Does it?
Ethiopia.
Poland's triumphant. Poland invictus.
If Poland has like a province between Lithuania and Belarus, I'm going to be pretty angry.
So do you start the game, continue the game like next Friday?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern.
I'm gonna need Auqia to help me out when Russia has that many divisions.
He's good in the east, so.
He's gonna have quite a lot in his play.
Manchester, where's Poland?
It's in Ethiopia.
Oh.
You don't like it, Sid. You don't like what I. You don't like it. Does it bother you?
Oh, good God.
What do you mean? The British are always propping up Poland, trying to make it exist and stuff.
We gave them Ethiopia. What's wrong with it? In Somaliland, I mean, the Somalis certainly weren't using that. The Poles are hard-working, proud people. So everyone who Whistle has not genocided into oblivion has been relocated. Evacuated through Danzig.
Is this like the sister plan to the Madagascar plan?
Yes. It's the allied
We
version of the plan.
We send all the Jews to Madagascar and all the Poles to Ethiopia.
Good night, everybody.
Hey, good night.
Good Nacht.
User disconnected from your channel.
We'll see how this goes. Russia's gonna be a problem. He has so many divisions. Holy shit. On the score screen it said 266. I was waiting for your bombers. I was waiting for them, but they never came.
Oh, well. I just loaded up as Met.
Oh, Met just needs to give me resources. That's all he's there for.
Met is not. It's not a good time for him. I think I counted it up. Hang on, let me count. How many factories I've destroyed. "18 factories destroyed by British strategic bombing." This actually worked very well because there's no way we could have planned this, but the guy who played France was completely inept. He had no idea what he was doing. but the guy who's ended up being Russia seems very competent. So, and then we got Met in Italy, which seemed apropos. Yeah, this might work. I'm very pleased. I'm very pleased.